Do you still think America is the best country in the world? 大家好，我是 Leo。美国最近真的是新闻不断呀，一会儿要买格陵兰岛，一会儿这个 ICE 啊又跟普通的民众发生了非常激烈的冲突，甚至导致了普通人丧命。同时呢，斩杀线这个词儿在互联网爆火，引起了非常多的人对美国社会兜底机制的质疑。但是另一方面呢，川普又宣布美国进入了所谓的 Golden Age， 变得前所未有的强大。那我就非常好奇，美国的民众是否认为美国依旧是世界上最好的国家？同时啊，面对中国在经济、科技以及军事领域的全面竞争，美国人认为到底谁会笑到最后？那今天啊，我将走上美国西雅图的街头，来一起探寻这些问题的答案。Okay, so the first question is, do you think America is the best country in the world overall?
Ooh, it's difficult how you define it. Overall, I would say no.
So if America is not the best country, which country would you put on the number one position?
Overall is a tough question because there's a lot of ways you can say that yes, America has the greatest economy, but the standard of living, the gap between wealth equality is completely different. China is doing amazing. China has a lot better living standards, but also if you've ever looked at literacy rates, China's literacy rates are insane.
The what rate? Sorry?
Literacy rates.
Okay.
American literacy rates are terrible, but I want to say overall, I like to quantify that as quality of living, and currently I think Spain has the best quality of living overall. So,
Okay. Can you name me two things that you think Spain is doing better than US?
Spain's doing better than US. I think that they're using their taxes better. The tax rate in Spain is around 40% normally, but because their taxes are used towards healthcare as well as public transport, it just creates a better quality of life for everybody around there. The citizens are better taken care of. Another thing that Spain does a lot is they have these night crews that come by nightly, and they either are taking care of the city, just making sure it's upkeeping it and clean, like they have these water. They water around the streets the entire night, and they have these workers just working throughout the night, and they're paid very well because it's subsidized by the government. The government is using the tax as well, and I think that provides a really good quality of life for Spain.
Are you originally from Spain?
No, but I'm currently studying there.
Okay. My second question is, people say that US and China are in this long-term competition. Which country do you think is gonna win this competition in the end? China, US, or neither?
So I think the US will win. China has a phenomenal head start. They are already integrating so many things, not only with energy, but also with technology. China is levels above the US. However, the current Trump administration is trying to get behind the US, trying to unlock a lot of potential. Let's just say they're trying, I think it's called the Genesis Act or something like that, where they're trying to align the AIs, align energy into the US economy. I think the US will win because they're going to get better integration, they're going to get better government subsidies, they're going to be able to cut those corners. But China right now, they have a massive head start, but I don't see them keeping their head start for the long term. I think that they're going to suffer a lot of issues, especially with their population. The population is declining, birth rates are declining in China. So overall, I think it's going to be a pretty tight race, but I think the US, because of their long-term structures in place, will overwhelm China because China is going to suffer with a lot of short-term, I want to say, problems due to the way that they've grown their economy at such a phenomenal rate. They've had great growth, but they have to slow down at some point, and they're going to see some structural changes.
I want to revisit the point you made about the population. So the decline of population is not only happening in China, it's happening in US right now. How would you respond on this?
So what I would say is that a lot of our population is the reason is we have a ton of space. China doesn't really have that much space. They're very highly densely populated. China builds out these cities and then have people move to them. But in the US, we can have a lot of our population subsidized by immigrants. You can make whatever claims you want about ICE and how ICE is most likely scaring away some immigrants as well. But I think overall, hopefully once ICE just leaves and stops being in America, I think even though the US birth rates are going down, I think our immigration, we just have more space for people, unlike China where they really lack that. They have a ton of people just cooped up in these very small apartments, very small housing restrictions.
One last question. Finish this sentence for me. America is?
America is struggling.
On what part America is struggling?
There's a gap. There's a massive political gap right now. Too many people are caught just being divided. Nobody's really working together. You can't choose the middle. You have to choose left or right. There's no middle ground. It's been so highly polarized. It's just been terrible.
Do you feel like you have a solution in your mind?
A solution in my mind? Raise education. We have the Bible being put back in schools in Arkansas, and it's not good for education. We need more people to be educated. We need more people to have critical thinking skills. The media in this country just divides us. You have people in Fox News, and even with left-wing media as well, it just divides people. People get in their own corners, they think what they want to think. They don't really ever have their views challenged. So I would just say the media and education is where America is struggling.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate
Thank
your
you
time.
as well.
Thank you.
You said it's about America and China.
Yep.
Just for reference, my girlfriend's Chinese and I've been to China, so
Doesn't matter.
I don't know what you're asking about.
Doesn't matter to me. I just
Okay.
want your 100% real, unfiltered answer. All right.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
So the first question is, do you think America is the best country in the world overall?
I think there's a lot of different factors that you'd have to look at. You know, in terms of economic power, I'd say we definitely still are. In terms of military power, we are. In terms of freedom, probably not. In terms of rights of the people, probably not.
Would you mind to explain why, regarding freedom, America is not? Because people feel like America is a free country, right?
Yeah. I'd say, you look over in Europe and the people are just safer there. They don't have to worry about gun violence. They don't have to worry about all the stuff that's going on in the world right now with ICE. There's just a lot of stuff that our country is kind of fallen behind on. And I fear our protection and safety is kind of one of our weakest things internally, even though we have so much strength with our abroad with our military.
So the second question is, U.S. and China are in this long-term competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which country do you feel like is gonna win this competition in the end? U.S., China, or neither?
I like to not think about it as winning or losing on the world stage. America certainly has a lot more experience, and I think that helps us stay ahead. We've been developed for 250 years or so, not that long, but depending on how you look at it, China has really only developed in the past 20 years. A lot of those cities are so new within the last 10, 15 years that they're unrecognizable. I think that's good, but it also leaves a lot of risk for them. China is seeing a lot of problems with their economy recently, as they're experiencing less growth. So, I'd like to, again, not to think about it as winning or losing, hopefully. But if I was a betting man, I'd put it on America.
One last question. Finish this sentence for me. America is?
America, complicated.
Complicated.
I think America is very complicated. I think that one of the biggest issues facing our country right now is that people aren't willing to work together. There's so many people on the left and the right that just don't have empathy for the reasons why people may feel a different way from them. Empathy is something we're really lacking in this country. And I think that really complicates things. We have so many different types of people from every part of the world, and it makes it difficult to really agree on anything. But I think if we just relax and try to understand each other, so much more would get done. So, yeah, complicated.
Do you still think America is the best country in the world? Why laugh? What is a laugh for?
It's not even a sensible question, but we've got people who keep insisting, we're number one, we're number one. People are pretty much the same everywhere from what I've been able to see. Washington is a port city. We get people from all over the place. You've got a little bit of an accent. I'm not going to ask where you're from right now, but
I'm from China.
from
I'm from China. I don't mind to tell
Oh,
you that.
okay. Well, we hear a lot of people. I've got a couple of friends that are from China. One who's from Pakistan. They're all over the place, and people are pretty much the same everywhere. I mean, there's a little bit different values, a little bit of everything else, but we're pretty much the same. And to blindly say we're number one, and then block out the rest of the world is stupid.
Okay.
China has taken over the lead in the number of research papers published every year. Were you aware of that? That was 2, maybe 3 years ago. Job opportunities are dropping, and they've been dropping throughout my lifetime. We've been pushing money, resources, wealth up to the very top for the past 45 years. And we're blind to it because we've got people that are saying, we're number one, we're number one. That's fine for a high school football team. But even there, that chanting of we're number one does not win games. It does not win tournaments. It doesn't win championships. In real life, it wins nothing at all. You have to recognize we have these strengths, and we're doing really poorly in this area, and we're not looking at it that way. Well, not everybody anyway. Certainly not the current administration.
What do you think America is doing well right now? If
Right
you can
now,
name one thing.
America is doing protests really well. What I believe is that we do well when we work together. Okay, we should not be trying to start fights between each other, between us and Venezuela over Greenland. We should not be fighting with China. We should be working together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the thing that we're not doing well, and I would like to change that.
So a lot of people believe that U.S. and China are in this long-term competition, right? Which
Yeah.
country do you think is gonna win in the end? U.S., China, or neither?
There's no question that China is many times bigger than the U.S. They've managed to stabilize their population, which was absolutely essential. You're too young to remember it, but back about 1980, everyone was convinced that China would be having hundreds of millions of people starve to death every year because they simply at that time did not have any way to provide enough food. They did it by several methods, one of which was a rather draconian demand of one child per family. It was terrible. They were really strict about it, but it solved the problem. China's very powerful now, in part because of that. And the other thing was they decided that they were going to adopt capitalism. I hope people
You mean
don't.
China decided to adopt capitalism?
Yes, it's modified capitalism, but capitalism is never pure in any form. Now, capitalism is very powerful. And I will tell you this, like anything powerful, fire is powerful, right? And it's very dangerous. So do we set it aside and say we're never going to use it? No. We protect ourselves from it. We put it in a fireplace. We put it in an oven. We put it in a plant where it can generate electricity. We don't run away from it. We need to control capitalism, not let it control us. We in America are letting capitalism control us. We need to stop doing that. Now, China may have done that, but I don't think that's really the case. And if I'm right, unfortunately, I think both countries are going to lose. China will eclipse us, and then they'll fall on their face like we're likely to. I don't see any good options there.
Okay.
All right.
One last question
Sure.
for today, sir. Finish this sentence for me. America is.
America's complicated.
All right.
All right?
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Sure.
your time.
Um,
So the first question is, do you think America is the best country in the world overall?
Hell no. Hell no.
No?
I mean, as in like, you know, like other countries, right? I know like their circumstances is a little different for us. I know we get better housing. When it comes to like materialistic things like money and everything, I guess, but like lifestyle wise and just, you know, cultural wise, hell no. Like, cause I'm African myself. I'm not like, I'm African American, but my parents are from Africa. So I already know like what they tell me about their countries. Like, yeah, it's way better out there. It's just, you know, it's just more like natural and just everybody just loves each other. Like, even, and I would assume the same thing for China as well. Like out there, their cultural the culture out there is just like really strong. It's not as strong in America as it is in China. And I don't even know.
Which country would you put on the #1 position if it's not America?
If it's not America, I would have to say Japan, China for sure. Just because like, no, they manufacture a lot of the shit that we have here.
What are two things that you think Japan or China is doing better than America?
I'll just say cleanliness. Clean the city is out, not the city, but the country is out there. I seen like a couple of videos of my friends being out there on how like the trash cans work and everything like that. Like I heard you could get fined for just leaving trash, so it really like builds people's minds to not, you know, live dirty out there. And I feel like we need that in America. And then the second thing, food. Food.
I agree
1000%.
with you.
Huh?
I agree with you.
Yeah, food. Yeah, you can't be Japanese or Chinese food, especially Chinese food. Like, you know, I wasted so much money on Chinese food.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Chinese dish?
I don't particularly have one. Like, I go to hot pot.
Hot pot.
Yeah, hot pot, and that's
Nice.
really. I know that's more Korean, but
You mean hot pot is more Korean, or the place you went to
it
is
was more Korean. Yeah, the place. It was Happy Lamb and out
Happy
here.
Lamb?
Yeah.
It's Chinese.
It's Chinese?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Not Chinese hot pot.
Oh, well, I'm being ignorant, right?
And the
But
second question is, so people says that China and US are in this long-term competition.
yeah.
Which country do you think is gonna win this competition in the end? I want your 100% real answer.
Maybe America, just because they fund more money into military things. Like if it comes to that, like if it's a military aspect, definitely America for sure. But I don't know, because you got to think about it. A lot of the stuff that we're wearing, like probably some of the stuff you're wearing, I'm wearing, is built from China. So
Yeah.
like they really produce most of the stuff that we have out here.
And on the military side, you feel like
Yeah,
if it's a war,
yeah, if it's I would
you feel
definitely.
like America's gonna win?
Just because they funded so much money, like we're in debt right now. Like US as a whole is in debt.
But how about the technology, financial
Financial
aspect?
I would definitely say financial as well, and then technology. I'd definitely give it to China, just because like a lot of the stuff that they're doing that I've seen. Like I seen this car. It's $80,000, but it moves like a whole Escalade V, which literally saves you. Like Escalades, that's an American car. It's like runs you what 100,000, and then the car I seen on China is 80,000, but it has literally everything that you need. Like it's one of the most advanced cars I ever seen. If I could find that video, I would. But I'd say China for sure for technology, and then finance for America, and military for America as well.
One last question. Finish this sentence for me. America is.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all
America's
right.
all right.
It's all right. It's all right when you know you're stable. When you're stable, it's all right. But if you know you're struggling, and everybody, you know, they have their ups and downs. It gets tough out here too. But it's all right though.
Thank you. Thank
Sure.
you so much.
So the first question is, do you think America is the best country in the world overall?
If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure if I think it's the best because of just ways that the president has made choices about different things and how in different countries there's different opinions on some things.
So if America is not the best country in your opinion, which country would you put on the number one position? Or simply better than America?
I think Russia is the best place.
Russia? Are you originally from Russia?
Yeah, I'm from Russia, so I think my country is the best country.
What are two things you feel like Russia is doing better than America?
I think Russia kind of doesn't allow certain things that are more allowed in America, and I think just Russia is more strict with their laws and stuff, while America kind of is really dirty and doesn't really take care of their states and of the US.
The second question is, US and China are in this long-term competition, right? So which country do you feel like is gonna win this competition in the end? China, US, or neither?
I think China is going to win, mostly because I think they're more intelligent than the US, and I think they're already ahead than the US.
You mean like better education, or people are just smarter, or?
I think they just have better technology, they invent more things, they take care of themselves, they eat better, they're already kind of better. Like the people are just better in China, and I feel like they think differently than the US.
But this AI race right now, like America has a better AI product like the ChatGPT or Gemini. They are all from American company, not from Chinese company.
That's
How
true.
do you think about that?
Well, I think, with the AI, maybe America is better, but I still think that China will still have something bigger just come up all of a sudden, and the US won't be able to outdo it.
One last question. Finish this sentence for me. America is.
America is interesting.
So the first question is, do you think America is the best country in the world overall?
No, I don't think that. I think America is very high on taxes, and like the expense of living is really high here, and people don't really have a work and life balance here.
Okay. So if you can name a country that you think is better than America, what is it?
Well, maybe some countries in Europe.
Some country in Europe. Which one specifically?
Well,
Let me ask you in this way. Have you ever been to Europe?
yes.
Which country?
Well, I'm originally from Moldova, but I've also been in Europe, or I've also been in Romania and stuff.
So you feel like Romania is better than America?
Well, no, but I think the life and work balance is maybe better.
Life and work balance.
Yeah.
Any other sense you feel like Europe is better?
Well, and the taxes are lower.
Taxes lower in Europe? You
Yeah.
sure?
No, they're not.
So US and China are in this long-term competition. Which country do you feel like is gonna win? China, US, or neither?
Maybe China, because China produces more products, and mostly everything that is sold in the US comes from fabrics that are in China.
But this kind of product might be designed in US, like the iPhone, like the AI products we talked about.
Yeah.
How do you think about?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure which country will win, but I think both America and China have lots of good products and technology.
One last question. Finish this sentence for me. America is.
America is a great country, and there's lots of opportunities here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Have a good day. The first question is, do you think America is the best country in the world?
No.
Why? Give me two reasons.
Homelessness and inflation, and it doesn't seem like our government care about anything but money.
If America is not the best country in your opinion, which country would you put on the number one position?
I don't know. I haven't traveled the world enough to know. I would say any country that actually care more about their citizens and the civilians and treat people with respect and dignity and not put money over people. I think any country that doesn't put money over people.
But do you think there's one thing that America is doing well right now?
Yeah, they're doing well with propaganda and making other countries seem like they're trash.
Do you feel like there's anything America is doing well for their citizens?
I can't think of anything.
No. All right. So, people feel like China and the US are in this long-term competition, right? Which country do you feel like is going to win this competition in the end? US, China, or neither?
So are we talking about competition financially?
Financially or...
I think with the way that America runs America and they're bullying every other country, I think that America could probably win because they're willing to do whatever it takes to win. So they don't care if they have to go slaughter up another country and kill a million babies and stuff. They're going to do it because they want to win. They need to stay on top. So since we're okay with bullying people, then yeah, we could probably stay on top.
Okay, one last question. Finish this sentence for me. America is.
America is wealthy, fake, prejudice, bullies, about money over people. That's America. Money over people.
All right. Thank you so much for
You're
your time.
very welcome.
那现在我已经从采访中回来了呀，我最大的一个感受就是，美国的媒体啊，虽然把这个最左边还有最右边的声音放到了这个电视机和互联网上，但是呢，普通人中还是有很多人能保持自己冷静和独立的思考。他们说的不一定都对，但是他们也可以看到并且承认美国的问题，也乐于去承认中国做得非常优秀，甚至远超美国的方面。他们的声量也许不是互联网上最大的，但是也不要忘记，他们也曾发出汹涌的沉默。那这期街头采访真的拍得很不容易啊，很多的路人听到我们采访的主题，对我们都是避而远之。所以呢，屏幕前的各位，你们的点赞、评论和关注是让我坚持下去最大的动力。这期呢就是这样了，我们下期见。